What's going on there, Dice Rollers? Paul here, and I'll be your DM for a while. Today I have another 99-cent subclass to share with you today, and it is the Circle of Myths Druid. And it is not by DM Zen, it is by Adam Brown. And before we get into that today, if you are interested in being part of this community, and I hope that you do, go ahead and click that subscribe button down there, and that's exactly what will happen. Doors will open wide. You come on in, join the rest of everyone. We cheer you on, and we shout, "Huzzah! Welcome to the community." Okay, so that was kind of dramatic. All right, so let's get into Circle of Myths Druid. All right, let's go down here. An elven woman stands before a campfire telling stories of ancient and powerful creatures as she gestures and describes each in turn. She takes on the visage of each and displays their terrible power as the others around the fire stare in awe. Druids of the Circle of Myths embody the aspects of mythical beasts, using their primal magic to create ephemeral manifestations of the beast. These druids collect and memorize stories of mythical creatures and share them, reveling in the tales as much as the beasts themselves. So we have some expanded spells that we have here. The following spells are always prepared for you, and you do not count towards the number of spells you can have prepared. At first level, you have Comprehend Languages, Identify. At second, Enhance Ability, Skywrite. Third, you have Major Image and Tongues. Fourth, Charm Monster, Hallucinatory Terrain. And fifth, Legend Lore and Seeming. And so it looks like Aspect of Myth. You have begun to channel the myths of old, embodying the aspects of powerful creatures of legend. Starting at second level, you are able to use one use of your wild shape to instead take on the aspects of one mythical beast as detailed below. You can only have one aspect active at a time, and this ability lasts for 10 minutes. That seems like a long time, doesn't it? Lasts for 10 minutes. Abilities that require an action can be used when the aspect is active. A Phoenix. While this aspect is active, you can use the action to release a Nova of Fire. All enemies within 30 feet of you must make a dexterity save throw or take fire damage equal to your proficiency bonus, and all allies within 30 feet regain hit points equal to your proficiency bonus. You could change an aspect of a rock. While this aspect is active, you use a bonus action to summon buffeting winds until the start of your next turn, giving all ranged attacks within 30 feet of you disadvantage. I like that because if you're shooting arrows or whatever and you're like got this wing action going on like a rock and it's causing the arrows to fling backwards, that would be kind of cool if they flung backwards. If you were to use that, maybe you level that up as you go. That's something you could do. Unicorn. While this aspect is active, you can use a bonus action and touch an ally or yourself to heal 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier hit points. The Kraken. While this aspect is active, you can use a bonus action to grapple a number of large or small creatures equal to your proficiency bonus, using wisdom in place of strength for the athletics check. Basilisk. While this aspect is active, you can use a bonus action to activate the Basilisk's Gaze and a number of creatures equal to your proficiency bonus of your choice within 30 feet. You must make a Constitution saving throw against your spell save or have disadvantage on all attack rolls until the end of your next turn. Hydra. While this aspect is active, you gain a number of heads equal to your proficiency bonus. Each head has an armor class of 10 plus your proficiency bonus, 1 hit point, and 15-foot reach. You can use an action to have the heads attack a target. The heads each make a separate attack, dealing 1d8 piercing. Now I'll say this is just a lot at second level. I just want to say this is already reading as just OP. I would cut some of this down probably for second level. I love the aspects. I just think there's a lot here at second level. I think maybe I would review this with the player. Let's talk about your character, sir, and we need to pare this down just a little bit. All right, let's carry on. Oh, it carries on with the Hydra. Is you use your wisdom modifier for the attack and damage rolls made with the heads. I picture this just being like the characters' heads. Like it's not really the it's not the actual Hydra's heads, but maybe it's Hydra's neck with the character's head on each of them. I think that would be fun. You can use a bonus action to regenerate half the total heads you are able to manifest and cannot move more than your proficiency bonus heads at once. Tarask. While this aspect is active, you can exude an aura of terror. You can use an action to force all creatures of your choice within 30 feet to make a wisdom saving throw against your spell save DC or become frightened for up to 1 minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each turn. If a creature succeeds the initial saving throw, it becomes immune to this ability for 24 hours. Storied knowledge. You have pored over the myths and legends of old, greatly expanding your knowledge of the creatures that live within the myths and legends of old. Though through your research, you have compiled an extensive knowledge of these creatures' strengths and weaknesses. Starting at second level, you can spend 1 hour 1 hour looking through your collection of stories to gain deeper insight on a specific creature. You gain the ability to ask the DM one question about a creature's stat block from the list below. Okay, so you have a list of questions there. Okay. And then you have Echoes of Myth. You have the stories of mythical creatures in your mind, and you are able to draw on some of their power throughout the day. Starting at 6th level, after you finish a long rest, you may gain one of the following benefits depending on which myth you have on your mind that day. Phoenix, you gain resistance to fire damage. Rock, your speed increases by 10 feet. Unicorn, you add your proficiency bonus to the amount you heal from spells and abilities. Kraken, you are proficient with athletics checks to grapple. Basilisk, your melee attacks deal an additional 1d6 poison damage. Hydra, you gain 1d4 hit points at the start of each turn as long as you have at least 1 hit point and less than half your hit point total. Tarask, your armor class increases by 1. Additionally, you can attack twice instead of once when you take the attack action. Mythical enhancements. You become more connected to the beasts of old and have gained some of the more mythical aspects of the beast, starting at 10th level. While using your Aspect of Myth ability, you gain the following benefits. Phoenix, you are immune to fire damage, and if you would take fire damage from a spell or ability from an enemy, you instead heal half that many hit points. Rock, you gain fly speed equal to your walking speed. Unicorn, you can teleport yourself and one other person up to 30 feet to a point you can see as an action. Kraken, you ignore difficult terrain and magical effects. Can't reduce your speed or cause you to be restrained. You spend 5 feet of movement to escape from non-magical restraints or being grappled. Basilisk. Targets that fail to save against the gaze must make a second Constitution saving throw at the beginning of their next turn or become restrained until the end of your next turn. Hydra. While you have more than one Hydra head, you have advantage on saving throws against being blinded, charmed, deafened, frightened, stunned, and knocked unconscious. Tarask. You can use your bonus action to attack with the tail of a Tarask. The tail has a range of 10 feet, deals 2d6 bludgeoning damage, and if the target is a creature, it must make a strength saving throw against your spell save DC or be knocked prone. And fully embodied. You are able to fully embody the mythical creature of old, drawing on their full power. Starting at 14th level, you gain the following benefits when you use the Aspect of Myth ability. Phoenix, you can use an action to end the aspect early and release a powerful Nova of Fire, dealing 8d6 damage to all enemies within 60 feet and healing all allies within 60 feet to their hit point maximum. Once this ability is used, the Phoenix aspect cannot be used again until you finish a long rest. Rock, a storm surrounding you, striking lightning at your enemies. Each creature of your choice that ends their turn within 30 feet of you must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC or take 4d6 lightning damage. Unicorn, all allies regain the maximum number of hit points possible from any healing. And the Kraken, a large or smaller creature grappled by tentacles, can be thrown up to 30 feet in a random direction and knocked prone. I like that. If a thrown target strikes a solid surface, the target takes 3 1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet it was thrown. If the target is thrown at another creature, the creature must succeed at a DC 18 dexterity saving throw or take the same damage and be knocked prone. Basilisk. Targets that fail the first 2 saving throws must make a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of their next turn or become stunned. Hydra. You regain hit points equal to half the damage dealt by each head when they attack. And Tarask. You gain a lesser form of the Tarask spell's Reflection. When you are targeted by a spell or spell requires you to make a saving throw and the spell deals damage, you can use your reaction to roll 1d10. On a 1 through 5, the spell affects you normally. On a 6 through 9, you have resistance to any damage from the spell. On a 10, the spell has no effect on you, but this ability cannot be used again until you finish a long rest. You can use this ability number of times equal to your proficiency bonus gaining expended uses after a long rest. And that is the Druid subclass, which I like. Like I said, I think we just have to pare it down. But I love the aspects. I love the manifestations of the different legends and the different things. I just think it needs a little bit of work. What do you think about this? Is this OP? Would you let this in? I would let it in, but like I said, I would have to have a conversation. It's like, nope, we're not going to do all that. Not at second level, I don't think. I think we're gonna pare it down a little. But that's it for this video. Be sure to click that thumbs up button. That tells me you like the video and you want more of them. And catch me next time when I do another 99-cent subclass review video here. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everybody.